Parents who want to walk the line between not sharing too much, but also not sharing too little, often find it difficult to talk to their kids about the breakdown of their marriage and perhaps even a divorce. That's completely understandable. It's not an easy thing to do. A few pointers in talking to your kids about everything that's happening. One, keep it simple. Don't feel the need to divulge a ton of details. Most of the time, those intimate details about your spouse, for example, can do more harm than good. Does that mean that you shouldn't tell your kids perhaps that your spouse cheated on you? Not necessarily. That will probably depend on their age and what they can handle at that point in time. But in doing that, it's not necessary, for example, to list out all the sexual mistakes that your spouse made. It's better to keep things general. Boundaries are needed in that situation. Second, make it about relaying information, not tearing down your spouse. In a way, you want to act as an objective reporter, just telling your kids the facts, what happened. And your calmness and your maturity in that situation will be so helpful to them as opposed to maybe being overly emotional. Third, at the same time, you don't need to act as a robot. You can share a little bit about how it's affecting you. Just make sure there's a limit on that. It's okay to share that, hey, this is really hard for me. I'm going through a lot. But I would follow that up by saying, just so you know, it's not your job to take care of me. It's not your job to take away my pain or fix the situation. But you can tell them too, like, I'm going to get the help that I need, and I want to give you the help that you need. 4, make sure they know it's not their fault. For so many reasons, as we've covered elsewhere, it's common for us to blame ourselves, us as the children to blame ourselves for what's happening in the family, within the marriage. So make sure they know it's not their fault. 5, actually follow through with bringing your pain to a healthy source, to a counselor, to a pastor. It's going to save you and your kids a lot of heartache if you actually follow through in getting help, not just for them, but for you too, in dealing with your pain in a healthy way. 6, I won't tell you what to do here, but there might be an opportunity for an apology of saying, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I'm so sorry that we're putting you through this. Now, I understand there's a lot there. You might not feel responsible, and truly you might not be responsible for the divorce or the breakdown of the marriage, but you can take responsibility for whatever piece of the pie that you contributed to it, whatever you brought to the table. And taking ownership in that way, even if you didn't cause the situation, is going to be really helpful to your kids. And them hearing that apology can be so helpful because, again, it acknowledges their pain and validates the way that they feel. And so no matter how small, take ownership. This is not about assigning blame, but really about a sharing of responsibility between you and your spouse. And trust me, your kids will respect you more because of it, not less. And 7, don't force the topic all the time. It can be really tempting as a parent who really wants to communicate well with their kids to maybe constantly ask, are you okay? Are you okay? But usually that's not the most helpful thing, asking a ton of questions. It's okay to do that from time to time, but it's okay if they're not ready to talk to you in particular. It's okay if they need some space. It's okay if you're not the person that they're going to divulge what they're dealing with, the struggles that they're facing because of the breakdown of the marriage and the family.